think what we're going to see over the next couple of decades is an increase in the number of Christians that are moving into the field of philosophy because of work that's been done by prior Christian philosophers. So in previous eras in the 20th century, let's say in the 1950s and 1960s, there wasn't very many Christian philosophers on the scene, and the model which is depicted in the book was actually the conflict model between Christianity and philosophy. And so many Christians just thought it's not hospitable for us to move into this area and do academic work. We're barred from admission. But as that debate has carried on, and as Christian philosophers have shown the compatibility between Christianity and philosophy, and in fact, the confirmation potential that philosophy has with respect to Christianity, more and more Christians are going to move into that field. So I think we can expect to see the discipline grow even further, and for Christian philosophers to move into other areas and talk about things like religious pluralism, how Christianity relates to other world religions. What should Christian philosophers say about issues like tolerance and relativism that's inherent in our culture? So I think it will have a lot of wonderful spin-off effects. And so I think as the debate unfolds, the general public will realize that Christianity and philosophy have always been compatible, always seen as interwoven, and that will change the way people think about the discipline of philosophy. The book is a way of showing that Christianity and philosophy aren't incompatible, but they actually converge. And so they might converge by way of Christianity being supported by philosophy. So you could have philosophical arguments that would undergird or provide evidence for the Christian faith. Or you might think that the presuppositions that are inherent in each discipline need to be rethought and criticized by way of using Christianity. So we have one author that takes that particular position. So look at the assumptions of the current secular philosophical worldview, and then Christianity provides an antidote to that by calling those things into question. Or you might think that the role of Christianity and philosophy is that philosophy doesn't really tell you too much about how to live a wise life, but rather it points you to Christianity as a lifestyle where you would come to an encounter with Christ by way of a relationship. So that philosophy wouldn't be something that you needed to complete your Christian faith. You might use it to think about it a little bit, but really where all the real action is in that existential encounter or personal relationship that you have with Christ. So those are the four views, and I think it'll be helpful for Christian students and college students and university students all the way up, because very few people have thought about how these things can fit together. And they can actually fit together in such a way that the Christian student will feel enhanced and empowered and more excited and enthusiastic about their Christian faith than otherwise.